Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Noura. I will introduce with you about mechanical testing of metallurgy. Let's take you through in mechanical science and its important first. Material science, also known as material science and engineering. It deals with the discovery and design of new materials. Always new materials open the door to new technologies. The materials science engineering includes the study of the relation between synthesis, forming, properties, structure, and performance of material that enable an engineering function. Metallurgy is the art and science of making metals and alloys in shapes with characteristics suitable for particle use. It is an applied science based on a clear understanding of the structure and properties of metal and their alloys. Now we can understand more about mechanical testing and metallurgy. Whether a material is suitable for a given application is specified by the material properties. These properties can be measured by using static measurements such as tensile, compression, and bending testing for 3 or 4 points. Tensile testing measures the yield strength, ultimate tensile strength, and elongation of material to failure. The reading of the tensile test are depicted in the stress-strain diagram, a chart that graphically displays the relationship between the amount of force applied and the elongation it experienced. When increasing stress, the testing begins to elongate, and the stress-strain diagram depicts the elongation as a linear path. Once the graph departs from linearity, the specimen has experienced permanent elongation. This is referred to as the yield strength of material. With increasing stress, the elongation continues until the specimen reaches ultimate tensile strength. At this point, a visual neck starts to form on the test specimen, and a graph continues downward until the sample fractures. Compression tests are used to determine material behavior under applied crushing loads and are typically conducted by applying compressive pressure to test specimens using platens or specialized fixtures on universal testing machine. 3 and 4 point bends tests are commonly used to determine flexural strength of a specimen. When a specimen is bent, it experiences a range of stress across its depth. In dynamic measurement testing, there are two types of testing: toughness testing and time-dependent behavior. Let's understand first what toughness means. Toughness is the ability of material to absorb energy in plastic deformation without fracturing. Material toughness is most commonly measured by impact test known as Charpy V-notch test. In standard Charpy V-notch testing, a 10 by 10 mm square bar has a small V-shaped notch machine on the face. The hammer swung from large pendulum will strike the side opposite of notch. If the metal does not break, the level of energy is increased until the metal breaks. Isot pivoting arm is raised to a specific height or constant potential energy and then released. The arm swings down, hitting the notch sample, breaking the specimen. Fatigue, creep, and stress relaxation behaviors depending with time. To perform a fatigue test, a sample is loaded into a fatigue tester or fatigue test machine and loaded using the predetermined test stress, then unloaded to either zero load or an opposite load. This cycle of loading and unloading is repeated until the end of test is reached. Creep strain testing is performed by applying a constant tensile load to the test specimen and measuring the resulting strain in order to determine the stress relaxation of material. The specimen is deformed a given amount and decreases. In stress is recorded over a long period of exposure at constant elevated temperature. The stress relaxation rate is the slope of the curve at any point. We end here. I hope you are enjoy and take advantages of material testing of metallurgy. Thank you for the listening.